videoing?
Yeah, we're videoing.
Oh, welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
We're sisters
Of the
spoon. Hey, I got these spoons down at the big flea market in Shipshawana, and we love a flea market, don't we?
Oh, flea market, thrift store,
Yeah.
rummage sale, garage sale.
Antique stores.
Oh, one of my favorite is estate sales.
Oh yeah, estate sales.
Auctions.
Well, some little gal makes these down there.
They're adorable.
Yeah,
and
they're
they're
cute.
really nice. And smooth.
Yep.
They're not real heavy.
And Sharon is a connoisseur of spoons. That's how our name came about.
Yeah,
It's
I like
because-
spoons.
Yeah, she likes spoons and she cannot lie.
Sometime we'll do a show on all my kitchen utensils.
Oh,
That would be kind of
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
My wooden
We
one.
did one on all her Christmas decorations.
Yeah. Okay, let's bake something.
You know what? It's been since 2022 that I was here and did a show with you. We had a wedding and then we've had some ailments and
yeah.
things going on. So now we're back in the groove and we're both going to be making what?
Banana muffins.
Yeah, and I do it my way, Susie's way.
And I'm going to do it the best way.
And of course, we both will have different styles and different ingredients.
And
But
mine's the old-fashioned way.
Mine's probably
Millennial.
whatever. Almond flour, oatmeal
Almond
flour.
flour, oatmeal flour.
I'm trying to add more fiber in. Yeah. Okay, so what I've done is creamed. I don't know how your mixer works.
Here.
Where's
It
the
says
eject?
eat right here.
Oh, no, that works.
Just a minute. You just push it down and it goes down. Here.
I don't trust you. What's that button for?
That's a burst.
Oh,
That's a burst.
I have a big KitchenAid.
Well, I can't afford a big KitchenAid.
Oh, right. The woman that has a lake house and stays 3 months in Florida, right? She can't afford.
Well, see,
it's
I have
priorities.
priorities.
Spoons and not mixers.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're
She
starting
needs
out.
to use a mixer. I'm going to use a spoon.
We're gonna post our recipes online,
Yeah.
and our video will be online, and then who knows what outtakes we'll have. But anyway, so I've creamed my butter and my brown sugar. What's your first step?
My first step is to mash up 1.5 cups of ripe bananas. And the riper, the better.
Yeah, like
They're
black.
like rotten bananas.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I start with.
So I'll add that into mine, right? Do I do that?
Well, I don't know.
can't
You're
remember. Yeah, we'll
so
add that in there.
unorganized.
Yeah, well, no, I'm organized. I just
And
usually
then-
have my phone on, or the recipe on the phone, and I got my phone recording us. You know?
You always have an excuse.
I do. And so then you got your bananas in there. I got my bananas in there.
1/2 cup of canola oil and 1/2 cup of melted, unsalted butter.
Okay, and I just put in 1/2 cup of softened butter, mixed it with the brown sugar, and then I'm gonna add 2 eggs. You're gonna add 2 eggs, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
but you got
first-
some other
But first,
sweetness.
I've got some 1/2
Look at
cup
this, Sharon.
of white sugar.
Cracking into the bowl without a separate bowl.
I do that. I don't know about you. And 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And then I'm going to mix mine up before I put in my 2 eggs. These have been such a hit this year. This is
Oh,
the
what happened?
neighbor.
Did I finish eating that one you gave me? It
Yeah,
was good.
I made these yesterday, and I still had bananas, and I said, let's make them again, because I give them away. Okay, I got 2 eggs that I'm gonna add. You know, you should really.
I
Right.
cracked them in a separate bowl, or was doing that until she made fun of me. So then
Well,
I
the
quit doing
thing
that.
is, we've been doing it for so many years that I think we can crack an egg.
And so that 1.5 cups of bananas, you said 1.5 cups, right?
Yep.
That's about 4 ripe bananas, and that's
Yeah.
what I put in here. I didn't
Medium
measure.
size.
Yeah, I didn't measure it out.
Three large.
But now you know those bananas when they turn black, you can put them in the freezer and save them so that your children, when you die,
Will
have something
find
to
them.
clean. Yeah, and they can make banana muffins or banana bread.
You know what? I do when I don't have time. Okay, that was a 1/4 cup of buttermilk.
And that was mine too.
Yep, and a tablespoon. A
Oh.
whole tablespoon of vanilla.
And it's her homemade vanilla.
It's my homemade vanilla.
Yeah, and we had another segment where she told about that. I'll have to probably post that
Yeah.
again because I'm sure everybody forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then I have a teaspoon of vanilla, but now I wish I would have upped my vanilla game.
Well,
Yeah, I should have. Because usually at home I just dump it. I don't measure it out.
you measured it?
I measured this a teaspoon.
Okay.
So now we got all of our wet. That's all of our wet, right?
Yep, I've got all my wet. I'm all wet.
Yeah. I'm wetting from sweat.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Susan's
But-
sweating.
Yeah, I have hyperhidrosis. It's a disease.
She's got more diseases than
It's my
Carter
blood.
has liver pills, and it's her blood.
Yeah, that's what she says always.
Every time.
I do have the rarest blood. You know, it came from the masters of the universe, I think.
Mom and Dad?
Yeah, maybe. So now this is where we get deviated a lot.
Yeah. Let me just do mine because mine's quick.
Yeah, yours is quick.
Mine is 2 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1.5
Ooh.
teaspoon of baking powder. So
She's
this is
gonna really
more
pop
powder.
up there.
Yeah, they do. They do. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
And if you can't remember all that,
We'll be posting
We'll be
it.
posting it eventually. And anyway, mine is going to have a 1/2 cup of oatmeal flour, and it's
Tell
also
them what
gonna,
you did.
Well, so the store didn't have oatmeal flour, and I usually use oatmeal flour, so I just took and ran regular oatmeal in a food processor, so it's fine. So it's it's not as thick as oatmeal anymore. Like it's not the grain.
Did you think I didn't have any oatmeal here?
Well, I just wanted to be sure. You might have like steel cut or whatever. This is just the quick oats. But anyway, so I.
Okay.
I just a regular
it's
quick
the
oats.
quick oats?
I just use quick
Okay.
oats. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can use different kind. I don't think it matters what kind of oats you use.
When I make oatmeal, I always use I don't use steel cut and I don't use the quick. I use regular.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I make mine in the microwave, and she doesn't.
Oh my goodness. And I add cranberries and raisins.
I add pineapple, strawberries, and blueberries, and almonds.
And then I add apples, always walnuts, and either cranberries or raisins. Raisins are the best. Okay.
But now you didn't get to finish all my ingredients.
Well,
so then I have the 1/2 cup of oatmeal flour, a 1/2 cup of almond flour, a 1/2 cup of wheat flour, but I didn't have wheat, so I did deviate and use white. And then I have a 1/2 cup of oatmeal, just the regular quick oatmeal. So that gives it a little more texture. And a teaspoon, not a teaspoon and a half, but a teaspoon of baking soda. And that's one of Sharon's many clocks going off, right?
Yeah. I have a
It's
thing.
on the hour somewhere.
I have a obsession for clocks. It's not my husband and I love
They
clocks.
both love clocks. Yeah, so if you don't know what time it is at her house, you're not looking around. Anyway, so 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, or no, a teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. I have it the opposite. You have made.
Well, what did you make it?
And then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then I put that in with the wet ingredients. Stir that up.
Okay.
And then yours is already mixed, right? You're
I'm ready.
done. You're ready. Okay, but I still go on with more ingredients.
Well, should I bake first then?
Well,
I have
just
to
wait.
bake.
We'll stop it and we'll put them in the oven. Dish them up. You know how they go in a muffin tin.
Oh,
Yeah, we use cupcake liners. Put them in a muffin tin.
Yeah.
So the only other thing I have to add is a 1/2 bag of mini chocolate chips because I like little bites of chocolate throughout my muffin,
Um,
not big chunks. And then a cup of pecans.
I have a topping that
Yes,
goes on.
Like a strudel, right?
It's a strudel topping. It's a half cup.
That goes on after you
At-
put them in the muffin tin.
Yep. I put them in the muffin
Well, why
tin.
don't you dish yours up while I'm stirring mine here? I gotta mix this up. I got all the ingredients in here now. So the things that are different in mine are the almond flour, the oatmeal, the chocolate chips because I like chocolate chips, and the pecans. And you're using walnuts in your streusel, right? In your topping?
I've tried walnuts and I've tried pecans, and I found that we liked the walnuts better. And I hand chop them versus using a regular nut chopper because then you get more of a nut.
So now when you put this streusel topping on there, do you just do it by a spoonful?
I take a big spoon and I cover it. It's covered. You use a good tablespoon.
See, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Covered up there.
Yep.
Okay,
And
then
you know what?
she has to cook them at
I
425.
forgot something.
What?
I have to cut my cold butter in there.
Oh, that butter. Oh my gosh,
keep going.
So she's got a half a cup of oil and a half a cup of butter?
The butter's in the topping.
I know, but then you add more butter on the topping?
Yeah.
But, well, we'll probably put butter on it when it comes out of the oven. So she's got a little more making to do. We're going to pop them in the oven. And that's it for our first show since 2 years ago, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, go shut it up.
Your butt's in that photo.
Huh?
Your butt's in there.